Okay, today I'm going to make some strawberry mead. I bought some honey a little while ago because it was cheap, 67 pence a jar, so I thought we can't miss that. And today I came across some strawberries in Aldi and they were £1 a punnet, so I bought 2 punnets. I thought, strawberry mead, thank you very much. So what I'm going to do, I'll stick all the strawberries in here and I'll probably smush them up a bit. It's in the water. I've got about 2 pints of water in there, warming up. I'll put all the strawberries in and I want to cook all the sugars out, all the flavour. Smush them up with a spud masher and then I'll strain them. Look at that lovely runny honey. I'll strain all the lumps out when I put it into the fermenting vessel. Put some water in that. Oops. You knew that was going to happen, didn't you? So most of it out. I'll let that settle a bit. Quickly do the other ones. Why does honey take so long to pour? I found myself buying a lot of things in jars these days. And when I pick the jar up I think, what could I make to fit in that jar? So I'm currently planning all sorts of jams and chutneys. And if I could find some cheap strawberries again, I will take some strawberry jam, because these look like a strawberry jam type size. I've got 5 jars of honey, which makes 1.5 ish 2 kilos of honey. 4 pounds. Which should make something nice to drink. This will be ready around Christmas time once all the fermenting and the conditioning and the faffing about and the burning your fingers with putting hot water into a jar while you're holding it. Because I'm a pillock. And as you can hear, my voice is getting a lot better now. It's not 100%, we're probably at about 80% now. Well, it's going to be a clever one. I'm going to put two on the go at the same time. Look at that. Look at that, hey? It's going to be a flash now. Some pretty patterns at the same time. Well, if this doesn't taste fantastic by the time it's ready, then well, basically who gives a toss? But this costs for what, 6, 3 quid, 4, 5. That's £6. What's that, about $10? And I'll get probably about 5 bottles of mead out of it, big bottles. Well, I say big bottles. I haven't got any bottles yet, but I've got plenty of time. This will ferment out for a couple of weeks or 3. And by the time it's done fermenting, I'll have found myself some bottles. As you can tell, I was kicked out of the Boy Scouts for not being prepared. gone. And we're nearly ready. As simple as that, really. And my stirring spoon hasn't cleaned up very well, so that's a bit mucky. So I'll use a pasta spoon. I don't really want to bring this to the boil, I just want to heat it up a little bit. Right, I'm doing a bit of scum scooping, as once you've heated this up for a while you get a bit of, well, a bit of brown foam on the top. So I'm just de-scumifying it. You'll notice I know all the technical terms. And that is just about de-scummed. So now I'm going to squash me some strawberries, because they're all yeah. Look at that. Looking fantastic. Just got my spud masher. It's a lovely colour right now. If I had something I could put it onto, like a nice spoon that didn't have holes in it, like that one, then I could show you what colour it was. What I might do is I'll leave this in the pan once I've mushed it, so let it cool right the way down, because there's not a lot to do now. This looks like brains or something at the moment, look. But all the colour seems to be coming out of the strawberries, but it smells absolutely. Just steams my glasses up. It smells absolutely gorgeous. Right, so we've mashed, cooled, squished, done everything we can to this to make it as nice as we possibly can. So now we'll strain out all the gooey lumps and put it into the fermenting vessel. Ew, strawberry doesn't have like a mess. There we go. It's like pink snot. I bet you wanted to know that. Find something to put this pink snot in. There we go. And pour that into the fermenting vessel. You see what a lovely colour it is. What you've got to understand is that will be full of floating bits. So it'll probably, once I've got finings in there, wine finings, it will clear all that. It'll be like more like a rosé kind of colour. There. Get all the goodness out, so I'm just left with the pulp. I don't particularly want, but somebody else might. Last little bit. Super. Right. Oops. Not be able to tell what it tastes like now. Ooh, actually, quite nice. Now I'm going to put some water in that now. So here we go. That's quite a nice colour. Give it a swizz. I'll just bob off and get my specific gravity thermometer. Right, as you can see the colour. It's kind of a peachy pinky colour. Beautiful. And like I said, that has got lots of little floaty bits. So once it's cleared, we'll be able to, you know, it'll be a lot prettier. Right, the starting gravity. Around 1060. At the moment I don't know what the heck that means, but once it finishes fermenting, we'll know a bit closer. Stage now. We've got a bit of air going into there. Just give it a shake, because the yeast is like a bit of aeration going on. And I've already prepared a bit of must, which I just used a little bit of this into a jar with a couple of teaspoons of yeast just to let it start, and then wallop, in that goes. And I've just sterilised. Ow, that's still hot. Boiled the bejesus out of it. And there we go, one hairy lock. Here we are, about just over a gallon of mead there. And we'll let that ferment now for a couple of weeks probably. And then I'll probably just bottle it up and then leave it till Christmas to mature. I'm Bob's your uncle.